What's up, everyone? So today we're going to be talking about the original Xbox, and more specifically how to get the best picture quality out of your Xbox, and what other various other methods can do for that picture quality. So there are various cables you can buy for your original Xbox, including your regular composite or S-video cables. But today though we're going to be focusing on component cables, which is the best cable you can buy for your Xbox to get you the best picture quality. So there are different component cables you can buy. Now up until this point I have been using these component cables right here. Now this is a third-party component cable, which basically means it's not made by Microsoft. This is an unbranded cable. I don't know who made this one. But it does work. Like, it did provide a good picture, definitely better than, composite or S-video. But then I was playing a game the other day, and I noticed that there was some a visual artifacting or some visual noise, a video noise in the screen. Now you had to look closely to see it, but you could see it going across the screen like this. It was even kind of moving up and down. So I was like, well, that sucks. So that's why I decided to stop using these cables. And then I got this. This is the Xbox High Definition AV Pack. And this was the official Microsoft way to get the best picture quality out of your Xbox. And they also made other AV packs. One that just had composite on it, and another one that just had S-video on it. But this is the one you want if you want to get high definition video quality out of your Xbox. Now, this does not make all of your Xbox games high definition. It will not do that. But this will allow you to use progressive scan on all of your games that support 480p. And there's also a few games that support 720p and 1080i, and of course this will also work with that. So comparing these two cables, you can see that this cable here, the official Xbox cable, is a bit thicker than the third-party one. But the big difference, though, is that you can see here that on the high-definition AV pack, there are two filters. There's a filter here, and there's another filter here that's on the cable. And that also works very well for getting interference. And as you can see here, on the third-party cable, there are no filters. It's just a straight cable, and there's a little thing here that just strips out all the signals to these to the RCA cables. So there are no filters, and this cable is also a little thinner. So this cable, so if you use a cable like this, it may give you more interference problems, and that may show up in the picture. But with this one, though, hopefully that will not be the case. So we're going to hook both of these up, and I'm going to show footage of both of them, and we'll see which one's better. Okay, so let's start with the Xbox dashboard. Now, this is using the third-party cables, the cheap cables that I've been using. And I mean, this looks okay. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this picture. And there's not. There's nothing really wrong with this picture. The picture still looks good. But we're going to do some comparisons later on in the video, and we'll see the differences between the third-party cable and the official Microsoft AV High Definition pack. So we're going to boot into a game here. We're going to use Conquer Live and Reloaded to demonstrate this for comparisons. This is a really great game on the Xbox. So this is the main menu of Conquer, and again, this looks alright. Nothing looks wrong here. So we'll play our save game here, and we'll jump right into this level, which I have yet to beat. This is where I'm currently at in the game. Now, in my when I was recording this footage, I actually did not see any kind of visual noise or artifacting or anything going on this time using the third-party cable. So that's good. So you may not always get that, but I do know there were definitely times when I did see some visual noise or artifacting going on using these cables. So like everything, your results may vary. Your results may be better or worse than this. But for now, though, this is the footage I recorded from the third-party cables,
And I mean, it looks alright. This is, of course, in 480p progressive scan. I almost got this dude. I get him, and then I die. So now we're going to jump right to the Microsoft HD AV pack. And we'll see how different this looks. Now at first glance, there may not be much of a difference apparent here. So we're going to flop back here to the third-party cable and back to the Microsoft cable. And as you can see, there may not be much difference. It looks pretty much identical. So, you know, but we'll jump another comparison later. So we're going to go back to the main menu here for Conquer. And I paused it right here, and we're going to jump back to the third-party cable. And you can actually see a difference. Look at the background colors. And we're back to the Microsoft cable here. So the difference is minor, but it's there. The colors are slightly deeper and more saturated on the official HD AV pack. But most of you probably won't notice it, and it may not warrant the extra cost if you can really find cheap component cables. So we'll go back to playing the same level here. So my conclusion to this is that the differences between a third-party cable and the official Microsoft AV cable may not always be apparent. To the naked eye, they may look pretty identical depending on what you're watching. And also, with the Microsoft HD AV pack, you can also use your own component cables. So you can hook up a set of monster cables or something, and it may even look better than this. But from my testing, the Microsoft HD AV pack does provide a slightly more vibrant colors, maybe even a slightly bit sharpness increase. But if you can find a cheap third-party component cable for a pretty cheap price, it might just be worth picking that up because you'd probably still be happy with the picture. But if you insist on having the absolute best picture, then Microsoft HD AV pack does provide a little bump in quality. So anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.